Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your gameplay for the BF-109 E-1. This is a currently battle rating 2.3 rank 2 fighter in the German air tech tree. And if you guys don't know, I have been releasing some BF-109 gameplays here and there, but I want to do it where I release one maybe like a week or maybe once every 2 weeks, to the point where it's kind of like a series where I go through every single BF-109 all the way from the B1 up through the K4. Now, I've already released some gameplay video, I think, of the K4 and some other ones here and there, but for the most part, it's an untouched line, so let me know what you guys think, because I'm really interested in doing kind of like a gameplay series on it, so let me know. Now, that being said, the BF-109 E-1 is essentially a direct upgrade over its predecessor. As you can see, the B1, it's got much better top speed, better turn time, better rate of climb, it's got 2 times the LMGs, but 3 times the ammunition, which is fantastic. Now, these LMGs, the MG17s, are not very good. However, they are good at pilot sniping, and that is really what I'm going to be probably getting most of my kills with, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, other than that, this is a pretty standard fighter. I think for the most part, it's a little bit quicker than most fighters at 2.3 BR, and being that we don't really see many biplanes at this BR, I don't really have to worry about uber maneuverable aircraft outside of Japanese planes, which, if I hit them, they will likely catch fire, so hopefully that rules them out. But that being said, let's get into a few matches, see what we can do, and have a good time. But again, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about a series of gameplay videos featuring the BF-109. That said, let's get into it. Okay, we have ourselves an A-36. He is lining me up, and I'm not feeling good about it, but let's go ahead and fire some shots. Didn't get any hits on him, except now I did. Heck yeah. But I am going to overheat very soon if I do not take care of it, which is obviously quite a problem. But 2 kills right off the bizzity bat. Was not expecting that. Now, we do have a bomber way off there in the distance. Should I press my luck and go for him? Should I turn around and land at base? Well, you know, I'm already far enough up in the air where I might just go for this guy and then glide all the way back down on limited power, which I guess isn't gliding really, but that wasn't a bad way to start the match. But really, honestly, I got very lucky. I'm not gonna shy away from saying that. I got lucky. Okay, so it looks like that plane I was looking at before was a PBM, so it shouldn't be all too difficult to shoot down, but I only have LMGs. Now, the E3 variant of this vehicle does have cannons, 20mm specifically, in the form of the MGFF. Now, those are pretty decent, but my only concern with them, my only real dislike with them, is the fact, I'm trying to shoot out this tail gunner if I can, is quite simply the fact that I don't really think that they're all that great. So I know I just kind of said that they're good. They're good for 2.0, 2.3 BR, sure, as any cannon is, but I just feel like they don't have much ammunition because, of course, they are not belt-fed, rather they are magazine-fed, and also the ammo options on them are subpar. In a way, I would almost rather have 4 LMGs than 2 LMGs plus 2 very, very limited 20mm cannons. Okay, we have ourselves a DB7. Let's see if I can shoot this guy. If I can take out his engines, I will be pretty happy. Even just damaging them is pretty decent for me. Now, this guy definitely knows what well, probably definitely knows what he's doing. Maybe? Okay, we got something. Damage the flap. And we are both starting to crash down a little bit. I don't really have as much ammo as I want. So let's go ahead and turn. He's got to start shooting the heck out of me, which is what it appears he's been doing to my team. He's really making it difficult to shoot at his engines. But I got the tail. Let's go back off a touch. Now move back in on him. Okay, we got some damage on him. Perfect. Got the kill. Very, very nice. So I said, first match, and I have 4 kills. Cannot complain. I'll go jump down there. If I get another kill, you guys will see it. If not, it is what it is. I am genuinely surprised my engine is still up and running and full throttle and no damage to it, but that is about to change. But that said, if nothing else, let's get into the next match if there's no more action to be had here. Now, quite honestly, probably my favorite thing about the E-Series is that this is probably about the most pure of the early BF-109s, right? Like the E-1, E-3, all that. This is more or less about as good as it gets if you like that style, because it's got the better engine, it's got the better speed because of it, it's got more guns, you know, it's got good maneuverability. It's just overall a fairly substantial improvement. And let's see, can I hit him? I can, but to no result. And we have this P30 or P63 rather. Let's go for this F4U. What is this guy doing? Doesn't really matter what he's doing. Let's go ahead and turn. Should be able to get myself an assist here or a kill. Fire on him a touch. Now I'm going for the P63 up here because he is distracted. Got the kill. Very fun. Now, again, this thing has great maneuverability. The E-1, it's, again, just a very pure fighter. As so many of the early prop planes are. I might start shooting at him a touch early. You know what? Just to kind of damage him. Just because he is getting really... He was getting a little close to my friend there. So let's see. Can I manage to sink it? Ah, I got the assist. No biggie, though. You know, the way I look at it is that at low BR, these guys probably need the experience. They need the kills. And quite honestly, the motivation to play much more than I do. So getting a kill, if that provides all of that for them, go ahead and take it. You know, I'll take the assist any day of the week if it's a good thing for them. But it doesn't mean that I won't go for kills when I can. Kind of like that. So let's go for this P38 unless he's dead. No, he's still here. Put them flappy bibbity boys on. Okay, he's gone. Almost kind of surprised I did not get an assist, but not really. I only kind of like tapped him a little bit. But we do have another plane up there, seeing where he goes. But not too bad thus far. 2 kills, 2 assists. That's more or less about as good as I did last match. You know, insofar as frags are concerned. I guess that's like the way that it's described. A kill or an assist is considered to be a frag. It's like a combo term. So, as much as I want to gain altitude, I will do so maybe now. But, thankfully, the MGs that actually have the most firepower or the most bullets on this are... Oh, he's going right into the ground. The ones that have the most bullets are the nose-mounted, which means that I will be able to pilot snipe a bit better because the outboard ones, you know, those have less ammunition. So if I was going to pick any which way to have more ammunition in any of those MGs, it would certainly be the nose-mounted with more. Okay, this guy is going up. Probably not a good move. He is stalling a bit. Got the kill. Can't complain. And now we are sinking a bit, but that's fine. As long as there's no one near you, stalling out really is not too big of a deal. But it looks like we've won. So 3 kills, 2 assists on top of my first 4-kill, 0-assist match. So I'd say that this is a better match overall. But again, in my opinion, the strengths of this thing are that it's actually pretty quick. The cannons, or the MGs, are pretty effective. I'm using the universal belts, by the way. And it's got good maneuverability, although in an up tier, maybe not so much. So that said, one more match. So here we are in the final match of this BF-109 E-1 gameplay video, and I decided to play some Air AB because why the heck not? In my opinion, in low BR, it is just a ton of fun. As you can see, there are plenty of people playing it, so why not? So that being said, let's just kind of finish off. I think I started up on the strengths and weaknesses of this aircraft. So if I reiterate them, or some of them, my apologies, but let's get into it because, you know, I like my gameplay videos to be at least somewhat educational when I can. Now, when it comes down to it, this is a fairly quick aircraft at its BR. Now, it's not very quick, but it gets the job done, I would say. And it's got good maneuverability. I would say it's in the top 40-ish% of aircraft at and around this BR. Possibly even better than that. But it's just not incredibly fantastic. It does suffer when it comes down to aircraft like Spitfires, for example, they will be able to outmaneuver you pretty easily. When it comes to Japanese aircraft as well, they can outmaneuver you pretty easily, but this is still one of the better ones. Now, when it comes to weaknesses, I'm going to say pretty obviously it's LMG setup. It's not very good. There are definitely better gun setups out there, especially at this BR where you start getting introduced into HMGs. So this is a bit lackluster. I'm going to dive down a touch. I do not feel like being killed by him. It is a touch lackluster in that regard, but it does get the job done for the most part. We got a kill there. And one of the great things about Air AB is I can reload midair, and it only takes 6 seconds. But, of course, I still had the vast majority of my ammunition left. Now, you can snipe pretty well with this, especially considering that the two nose-mounted guns are the most heavily, I guess, armed, if that makes any sense. Like, they have the most ammunition, which is fantastic. And if you see me, like, letting some kills go, it either means that my allies need me more, or I really just don't care to get a kill necessarily because, of course, this is Area B. A lot of these people are low BR, as I mentioned before, and they need the kills more than I do. Now, that said, also practice that. If you guys play, like, if you're seal clubbing or something, you know, I'm not going to shy away from a kill, but, you know, if it's clear that someone else probably can get it, I'll just let them get it a lot of the time. But that being said, let's go ahead, try to do a little bit more damage. Got him on fire, pull away, reload, and someone else is going to jump on him. That's fine. Now, I think that it's a little bit of a rock and a hard place, right? Because you could say, well, what would this plane be like if it had cannons? Well, that's just it. The BF-109E3 does have cannons. It actually, I think, replaces the two outer LMGs with MGFF cannons. But the thing is, they are low ammunition, and honestly, the MGFF cannons are not that great. I forget if they have the mine shells, but if I remember correctly, they just don't really do all that much damage. The cannons, not the mine shells, and because of that, I'm personally not a big fan, and I almost kind of prefer having far more ammunition with the whatchamacallits, with the LMGs, than I do. Okay, I might die here, actually. Okay, perfect. I thought he was going to just purely head on, but he did not. But I do have some other enemies here. Unfortunately, I'm not at the front of the conga line, so to speak, and he whacked my plane, but I'm still alive somehow, and able to control this thing. This guy is just going for me, it looks like, unfortunately. But, again, I mean, the LMGs are fine, but I think that they get a bit long in the tooth. I mean, they're a bit long in the tooth pretty much from BR1, let alone 2.3. But, again, if you can pilot snipe with them, if you're good with ammo preservation, they're not bad choices. It's just that they lack a punch, and so it might take a while to actually get a kill, which really, really sucks. But this seems to be the end of the match. I don't really think anything else is going to go on here, unfortunately. So that being said, thanks so much for watching. Please, if you don't mind, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But either way, thanks again. I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.